How you doing out there in this beautiful, beautiful world that we live in? My name is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, and this sonnet that I write here, 1,328. It's a lot of sonnets. I wrote it last night. It just came to me. Why? Because all of us, we're always fighting against the wind, against the wind, against the wind, because we have to, just to survive. And that's the name of this sonnet. Against the wicked wind, the evil out there. Well, remember this forever, all right? Airplanes, they always take off against the wind. Don't be silly, you can't do it the other way, you can't control the flight. The gamest fish, the salmon fish, they're so beautiful. Red bellies always battling upstream, colorful glory. They're battling upstream. It's what life is. It's ever the same game. A life or to the death struggle just to survive and have a good time while you're doing it. The good against the evil. Or else no one can ever survive all the crap we have to put up with every day. The hard facts of life thrown right into your face like ice. It's scarred in your memory forever. When you were first shocked that much, was it really ice? Or was it molten fire that was flashed on you and splashed on you and you thought, my God, I have to pay the rent? I have to pay the mortgage? I have to pay the car payment? And if I don't, they're going to ruin my credit and I won't even be able to get a job? Yeah. Seared ashes. It's all ashes and dust. That's what Percy Bysshe Shelley, I like the name Shelley. I mean, his wife wrote Frankenstein, Mary Shelley did. His poem, Ozymandias, a fabulous poem, a short poem, a sonnet, he said, that everything is just ashes and dust. That's right. Your life is over. It was your life, your only life. And you think your fame lasts forever? It's the next generation comes and you're gone. Well, Ozymandias, dust and ashes. Hey, what matters is what you do in this life, right now, with what you've got, with your talents, with your righteousness, picking goodness rather than evil. Now here, you're fighting against the wind. You ought to try surrendering to the mental health system, or so I've been told, and truly experience George Orwell. You get answers from hell in the mental health system. You're unable to escape it or endure that awful hell. George Orwell had it right. Drug them up on psychotropic catatonia. They're giving little kids now these drugs that turn them into zombies. Oh, look, they're better. Oh, look, our patient is epileptic. Permanently inflicted. They get that stuff to you and it's permanent. It's called tardive dyskinesia. Remember that term. They throw it at you and say, oh, we can treat it. No, they can't. It's permanent. Parkinson's disease. Oh, no. Early onset, chemically onset induced Parkinson's disease. Permanently. Your face twitters and shakes. It convulses. Your legs tremble mightily. It's out of control. Your life is done. Nobody's going to hire you. Your face, just when it is that way, it doesn't matter when you have one of those attacks. It's a merciless wolf pack of life out there in today's society. Man is wolf to man. Adapt. All of you have to adapt or you are doomed. You've got to go along to get along. You better adapt soon or you will all perish. You're aglow with life now. Good. You're surrounded by beauty now. Good. Each breath that you breathe is so sweet and sweet. It's so fresh. Oh, it's so wonderful to be alive. Well, I'm telling you right now, there's a society coming that hates that America even exists. Pitiable it is that they hate our sacred constitution of law. They hate our Constitution. They hate the Bill of Rights because it says the people are the boss. What? The people are the boss? Yes. Free people, free men, free women, free people to think. All right? The people are the boss. You have to pray for America's Bill of Rights. At least study them for real. Read each word. Read the 14th Amendment. Due process, equal protection of the law, guaranteed. Well, there's wealthy elite billionaires right now. They're creating poverty of medieval times. They want to run everything. The elite want to run the world. And the rest of us will just be slaves. If your business burned down, that's okay. We'll get you a government job. Just vote for us. We'll get a nice job for you. You can be a slave. You're going to agree with us or you're going to be banished into George Orwell's world of vile slime. Now, Jack Butler, I saw him on TV the other day in front of Congress. He thinks he's better than all the public. He thinks he's God. Jack Butler, he thinks he's better than, hey, he has more, he can buy you, he can sell you, and he can, and he would, and he will. Howard Hughes said the same thing. I'll buy you. I'll get you. And Jack Butler, he says, and that to all of us. He's saying that to the public. How dare he? Hey, we live by rule of law, and we got to get the Sherman Antitrust Act going. The black day has come. Jack Butler says that the information dissemination is not censorship. That's exactly what it is. It's censorship. And Jack Butler's doing it. He's telling us what we can see. The elite will tell you how to live for the elite. Because the elite now, they're God. The government is God. There is no God but the government. And they run the government. They teach you defeat. They teach you disgrace. They teach you humiliation. They have ostracism. They'll get rid of you. Torturous words are always on you, on you, on you. Agree. Because if you don't agree, be damned. Get out. You can't survive without us. Agree or else. We got the thought police. We got surveillance everywhere, even in private homes. I mean, that Alexa, what do you think that is? You think they're not watching you? Do you think they're not listening? I mean, how it is on the TV, they always know what station we're watching. How do they know that? Electronically? What makes you think they aren't looking back at you? Listen to everything you do and say. Why? So they can turn you into sheep. The elite will tell you how to live and that they're God. The thought police, the surveillance everywhere. Everything is bought and sold in America for money to elites who want to make us all slaves. The Sherman Antitrust Act of 1890 was to break up monopolies justly. They can't have that kind of power. Standard Oil was huge. They controlled all the gasoline products in the United States. They broke them up, and that was the war. AT&T controlled all the telephone gear in the United States. They broke them up, and that was the war. But you got to give other people a chance to compete. You got to give other people a chance to compete in a free society. It's true American competition. And those out there, you elites, if you really thought about it, if we can compete together and just be free and defend the Declaration of Independence, look how beautifully it's written. And the Bill of Rights, and think about each word, and think about the 14th Amendment, and help us. Help us. The Republicans freed the slaves. You look about Uncle Billy, William Tecumseh Sherman. He went through Atlanta like hot butter through blazing hot blade through hot butter. Here he is, went through Atlanta, and he said, I'm going to make you howl. I'm going to make you suffer. And all you got to do is stop fighting, and we'll end all this. But they wouldn't stop. And I admire him. Why? Because he fought to the end, and he didn't care. He was going to be righteous no matter what. And Jack Twitter thinks that he can tell us what to do. that the Sherman Antitrust Act will not be enforced. And it will be. They're working on it now. The Justice Department. And you Americans out there, and you lead, you got to wake up. We're in this together. Either you can defend the Bill of Rights and the Constitution as it is written, or you're the Satan's little helpers. And I read Steve Jobs' autobiography. He was so mean to his employees and so mean to his family. He wasn't even human. He was so vicious. And now he's dead. Who has his money now? And all these alerts, at least they want to contribute to the Democrat Party because then they'll have lots of free labor, cheap labor, and they can get more and more money, and the only elites will run the world. And that's what's going on right now. And the Sherman Antitrust Act has to be enacted. It has to break up these monopolies justly. We got to give other people a chance to the American dream. And the only way through is getting paid through your talents, through competition with other people with talents. That's America. That's freedom. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people don't even understand how hard it is to think about losing your freedom, your liberty. Everybody tells you what to do and what to go and where to say and what to think and what to read, and they're doing that now. And they're telling you, they burn down your business, that's okay. We'll give you a government job. Just vote for us. Vote for us. We'll make it happen. So yeah, we're all running against the wind. We got to run against the wicked wind. We got to stop the wicked because it's the righteous against the wicked. And that is as simple as that. And I talk to people, I say, hey, are you listening? It's just the righteous against the wicked. That's it. Can't we be righteous with each other as human beings? Thank you for listening, God, Wayne. I'm so overcome with. Thank you for listening. God bless us, everyone. Et me qui vous aime. Au revoir.